Hey everybody, happy Saturday evening. So tonight I thought I would try some air fryer meatballs. So it seemed pretty quick, and in the air fryer I thought great, easy. It says its total time is 20 minutes, 5 minutes prep and 5 minutes to cook. So I have a mixing bowl. So sneak peek, this is coming in our new fall catalog, the new mixing bowl. So I've got a pound of ground turkey from Costco, which I like to open up, so good news for our knives, right? Anyways, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna dump that in there and place that in the sink for now. And then I need a cup. Actually, you know what? I should use the mix and chop to mix this up, shouldn't I? Let's grab that. Okay, sorry, went out of the frame a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix that up a little bit with the mix and chop. This tool is great for so many things, and I just, as I took the pound out of here, I realized it would be good. Okay, so then I need half a cup of gluten-free breadcrumbs, which I already pre-measured using our measuring cups, a teaspoon of dried oregano, again used our measuring cup to do that, and 2 cloves of garlic mince, which I'll do next. So first let's dump in the breadcrumbs. And then I'm going to use our garlic press 2 cloves of garlic out. So I'm just going to leave the skin right on here because it'll just press right out. So I'm just going to press that out, see how well it works. And there we go. And then you can use the little brush in here to scoop it out, or slide it out, I guess. One thing I recently heard is sometimes this finish can oxidize if you put a knife against it. So perhaps in your practices at home, maybe don't use a knife to get the garlic off. Just use that little brush that it comes with. So again, that's my 2nd clove of garlic there. How easily that works. And it did it without taking the skin off. So pretty handy that way. And then, yeah, I can just scoop out the rest of with the little brush it comes with. So the garlic brush is probably one of our most popular items. Comes with this little brush to, like I said, keep the garlic out of the little holes. Fits in nicely. If you had one and lost one, you can actually order replacement in a replacement part, so pretty handy that way. Okay, the salt and pepper I had also actually put in there, and then I just need to add an egg and some fresh parsley. So let me grab that. Sorry, I think I actually hit pause on there. Okay, so I got an egg. I put that in the bowl too. And then I've got some fresh parsley here. So it says I need 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley. So I'm just gonna chop that up with my knife. I do actually have a herb stripper, but as you may have noticed, I'm in a new kitchen because I moved about a month ago, and I haven't quite discovered where everything got packed. My mom was nice to help me, but haven't found where everything is yet, and so I'm sure along the way I will find it and be able to use it, but for now I'm just gonna chop up with these. So I don't know if you've seen our knives. They are really good knives, German steel, and I find them super sharp. I used to own Wusthof knives, which are some really great German knives as well, and these are pretty comparable. They do have a lifetime warranty should you want some. As you see me cutting it, does a pretty good job. Once somebody got me to do a paper test where I had to cut, I think I used the chef's knife anyways, with it, with the paper. I cut the knife with the paper. No, rather, other way around. I cut the paper with the knife. A little hard to cut a knife with paper, don't you think? Okay, anyways, so as you know, right now I am doing the air fryers are off 25% this month in August for the whole month, and I have a bit of a shared rewards party going on. So until August 25th, you can get an air fryer for $169 after the 2nd discount of the shared rewards party discount. I can place the link with this video as well if you like. But yeah, it's a great opportunity to get an air fryer at a good price without having to host a party and get it for about that same price if you had hosted a party. So here I am just chopping up the parsley on the one of our cutting boards, one of the white plastic ones, the middle-sized one, and put that in the bowl. Alrighty, that's probably about 2. And then I've got the chop, which I had done earlier to break up that ground turkey. So here we go. Sink. So one kind of new thing I like about my new kitchen is it has an extra sink. So on the island I have a sink, which is kind of handy, as well as the sink over here. Whereas my other one had a sink just in the island, which was, you know, fine. But yeah, got more space on the island here. Okay, so here I am mixing up these meatballs in the new mixing bowl that we have with a bamboo spoon, in case you're wondering. So there you go, just mixing it all up. And then I'm going to, actually, I think I've decided I'm gonna put them on one of our mini stone bars as I scoop them out, because I think I'd like to see how they turn out. I could put them directly on the cooking tray as well, but yeah, for now, I think what I'm gonna do is just try that. I find I really like the stone bar for when you're making some saucy things versus, you know, if you're just roasting some chicken or vegetables where maybe you don't have butter or anything on them, then you can just go right on the cooking tray. So we have different scoops, as you know, great for meatballs. You can have small meatballs, medium meatballs. I think I'm gonna go with the medium meatballs. Okay. Does the recipe tell me what size? It just says, doesn't. It says 15 equal sized meatballs. So we'll try with this one. And my stoneware is seasoned already, so I'm not gonna add anything on, but you can always put a little bit of oil on them if you want. But I'm just gonna do them without. So I don't know if you can see, I guess you can't. So I'm just scooping it onto mini stone bar pan, which is the perfect size for the air fryer. So 2 of them fit in nicely. So that's what I'm going to do. Put 2 in, see how they go. Maybe I should do 1 on the stone bar pan and 1 without, and kind of be able to see what the difference is for you. I'm just thinking that the stone bar pan might be nicer, but yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna finish scooping these out. Won't bore you with while I do all that, and then I'll see you back after I've done that, and then put them into the air fryer. Sorry, my apron moved a bit. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, hey, we are back. I've made up all of the meatballs, so I've got them on 2 of the stone bar trays here. I've got 2 of them in here, and my little recipe says preheat the air fryer for 400 for 5 minutes. Well, with our air fryer, you don't have to preheat it, so I'm just gonna put it right in there. I'm gonna turn it to air fryer, and it says to cook meatballs for 4 minutes, and then turn them over and cook them for another 4 minutes, or until they reach an internal temp of 165. And then if not, you just keep putting them in for another minute or 2. So I'm gonna actually set this at, air fry, push the button, gonna roll it down to 8 minutes. So if you may have noticed with your air fryer, if you have one, it does beep halfway through. So when it beeps, I'm going to rotate my stone trays, move the top to the bottom to the top, and I'll also check my meatballs to see if they need to be flipped over as well. So we'll see you back in about 4 minutes. Of course, you won't see that, but 4 minutes from now, I will show you what's going on. Okay, so it just beeped. So we're gonna flip those over. Get some of my chef's tongs. One of the things I like are these mini oven gloves. They do fit these trays quite nicely. I'll take the top tray. I'm just gonna set it there. Pull out the bottom one here. I don't know, this recipe says 4 minutes, but I might have made my meatballs too big because they don't even look close to being ready. So let me put this top one back in just the way it is. Make sure I've got it on the shelf. And put it on the lower one, back where it goes, and let it cook a little bit more. And then we'll check it another 4 minutes. Okay, the next 4 minutes is up. Let's see what we got. Okay, I'm gonna pull them out. See if they just need to be flipped over. I'll just put the drip tray out with me. Excellent. Okay, so here we go. They look like they still need some cooking done. So I'm gonna set that over here. And then I'm just gonna put the second one on this trivet. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna flip them over so we can get some browning going on the bottom too. There we go. Quite get that flipped over. You can see there's still a bit pink there on the bottom, not quite pink, still pretty soft. So got those flipped over. Now I believe that was my top tray, so I'm going to move that to the bottom here. There we go. I'm just going to set this over here on the trivet. Do the same thing. Try to do that with using the no gloves on. So I'm just going to flip them over. So yeah, it says that you can put these on a baking tray lined with parchment. I suggest that you can probably put them right on the cooking tray itself, lined with parchment. You know, I think either of those would work. We have freezer storage trays that fit also on here, or those mini cast iron skillets. Okay, so we've got them back in. So we're gonna move that back to air fry again. I'm gonna actually put it in for, I think it said 8 minutes initially, so like 4 minutes each side, but I think it's actually about double that. So I suspect it's actually 15 minutes. I don't think this recipe was entirely accurate. But anyways, you would have to adjust, I guess, to the size of your meatballs. Maybe this one said 15 evenly sized one. And I made about 15, maybe slightly less, so maybe they were a little bit bigger than was expected. Okay, so come back in about 8 minutes. I'll check on them about halfway through when it beeps and see how they're doing. Okay, see you back in a bit. Hello. Okay, we're back. So I took out the meatballs. I didn't remember to flip halfway through because I went and did something else and got distracted. But anyways, here is the batch that was on the top. So as you can see, they don't stick it all to the stone because it's pre-seasoned, so they're nice and brown. And so then you could serve these with spaghetti and tomato sauce, or you could eat them on your own, or maybe you want a meatball sandwich. But there you go. Those are the air fryer meatballs. And I just have the second tray just in there because I forgot to flip and just put it in for another 4 minutes. But tasty, so bon appetit. Hope you're having a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.